It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Black 58 rail.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, 20. Check it. Sir. Hey, Alabama.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claymore able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Mahomes going to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Butker now to kick this one away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot.
And create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. A nice run here. Runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
31! Shadow! Move! Wicket!
On second down, here's Brady. Got some room at the 30. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins. Jason and
the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Go! Go!
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Black 58, rail! Black 58!
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin with Michel on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be...
Let's call inside the 20. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They get it to him running left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuffed for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon from 10 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Adrian Claymore in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Black 58, rail.
Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Mahomes. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. He got 29 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll take it across.
4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
72.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. But with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games. But on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nikhil Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation. When I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Space to run past the 20. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who is...
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And his kick is right through. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Going deep here for Adelman. And that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Oh, and this is blocked. Gosh, count. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here comes Cam. They'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Kansas City first. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Mahomes to throw once more. The Pats are going to get there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 46 yards. Play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the...
Until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams taking it in. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated. Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Go! Go! Orange!
He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey?
That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Well, he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They get it to him running left, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught by Allen for a New England touchdown. Dwayne Allen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead.
By 20.
They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back to throw, Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mahomes to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window. Everything is flipped in the other direction.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Did you expect anything less from Stephen Gostkowski? This guy, he's a machine out there, Charles.
Even in the clutch, the bigger the situation, the more likely that it goes right down the middle. And I think he just bailed his guys out in the end, yet again.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw, and Hill with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. One final try for Mahomes. He's got it. This is where. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Set for their first drive. Here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And an alley to run. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
It looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. Room to run past midfield. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is in for the score. absolute stunned silence here. A partner.